I pointed out Manchester United dressing room issues and was banned. Man United have taken drastic measures to counter the coverage of a 10th defeat of the season before Christmas. During a heated discussion with a Manchester United player outside the team coach at Southampton last season, the player asked me, "Do you support us?" I informed him, "Journalism is an impartial industry." The exchange ended with the player having more of an understanding of what the role of a United correspondent entails. I stressed to him I had criticized and praised every player on that coach. We are accused of being negative. The irony is players, relatives, managers, fans and press officers home in on the negative more. A United player's father contacted me over a story he was unhappy with. Had he seen this piece about his son, trumpeting his development and community work? No, he hadn't. Around a month before Erik ten Hag stepped into the Old Trafford press conference room and pressed the flesh of journalists to engage with the British press for the first time, this correspondent lunched with a senior staff member. United were approaching a transition period under new chief executive Richard Arnold, and Karen Shotbolt, the long-serving press officer, left at the end of the 2021-22 season. Among the various trivial matters discussed, the topic turned to the dressing room issues. I flagged some abusive emails that I continued to receive from the relative of a player, citing it as an example of the toxic culture within the squad and the need for tangible changes. Whether the staff member passed on the information he was furnished with is unknown. But, as Jose Mourinho once said, the problems are still there. One of United's summer signings is represented by the same PR whose clientele includes disgruntled players past and present. United were unaware of this until yours truly made them aware of it. They proceeded with the deal. It feels an objective of the latest cultural reset at United is to dilute negative coverage. Good luck with that. United have not broken double figures for defeats this quickly in a season since they were relegated. The matchgoers are not daft. They have booed the team regularly at Old Trafford this season. United have a -goal difference in the Premier League and Champions League and are out of the one competition they have won in the past 6.5 years. It is not going to be songs of praise. By banning journalists from press conferences, United are effectively showing contempt for supporters, for we ask questions on their behalf. Under every United manager post-Ferguson, certain players are loose-lipped when results spiral and stories are sourced by journalists who work on the patch. That is the demand from our desks, to provide insight and to inform. As it is when United are triumphing. It was barely a year ago some of us convivially lunched with ten Hag and Cotties as he spoke on and off the record. His handling of Cristiano Ronaldo generated supportive coverage, as has Jadon Sancho's exile. Now, some of us have been demonized after another defeat. It is not my fault ten Hag picked Anthony Martial, bickered with him and then dithered over when to substitute him at Newcastle. Or for playing Marcus Rashford on the right. United should look closer to home and check the company that some of their players keep. The unity ten Hag talks of is not whole and the dressing room still needs to be fumigated. As a colleague who was granted entry at Carrington on Tuesday told ten Hag, journalists don't just make things up. This siege mentality tactic of some at the club cannot be remotely vindicated. United were bullied by Newcastle on Sunday and some journalists feel United have tried to bully them over a story written in good faith. They will not succeed. Tottenham Hotspur defender Emerson Royal has been linked with a move away from the club in recent weeks. The 24-year-old Brazilian defender has not been a regular starter for the North London club since the arrival of Pedro Porro, and he might need to leave the club in order to play regular first-team football. A report from Inter Live claims that Real Madrid are keen on the 24-year-old Brazilian fullback, and they could look to make a move for him in the coming weeks. Los Blancos have already chosen the former Barcelona player as a target, and it remains to be seen whether they are ready to pay the asking price. Tottenham reportedly value the player at €35 million. Real Madrid certainly have the financial resources to pay the reported asking price, and it remains to be seen how the situation unfolds. Royal has not been able to perform at a high level consistently since his move to the London club, and returning to Spain could be an exciting opportunity for him. Real Madrid are the biggest club in the world, and the chance to play for them can be hard to turn down for any player. Real Madrid are reportedly desperate for a quality right-back. Dani Carvajal is in his twilight years and they need to plan for a future without him. Royal could be a useful player for them and it will be interesting to see whether they can get the deal done. And else, €120 million rated Real Madrid target unlikely to leave current club in the summer, claims father. Florian Wirtz has been making a lot of waves in the Bundesliga and has been key to Bayer Leverkusen's exceptional start to the ongoing campaign. In 19 appearances this term, the 20-year-old versatile star has produced a return of 6 goals and 10 assists in all competitions, making him one of the most standout performers in Europe. The German international's form and potential have put him on the radars of several top teams across Europe, which includes Real Madrid, Manchester City, United, and Liverpool. Real Madrid have been tracking Wirtz for a while. Real Madrid's interest in Wirtz is not something entirely new, with the club having kept tabs on the German prodigy for a while now. In fact, recent reports have suggested that Wirtz is just one of 3 Leverkusen players that Los Blancos are monitoring, along with Jeremy Frimpong and Victor Boniface. Any move for Wirtz would have always been difficult, given his contract runs until 2027 and that the Bundesliga club value him at around €120 million. Wirtz's father shuts down exit talks. Wirtz unlikely to leave next summer. Photo by Ina Fassbender/AFP via Getty Images. Now, any possibility of a summer move for Wirtz appears to have been put to bed by his father-cum-agent. Indeed, in a recent interaction with Sky Sport Germany, hat-tip Florian Plettenberg, Hans-Joachim Wirtz, the Leverkusen wonderkid's father, said, "Currently, everything is geared towards Florian continuing to play in Leverkusen next season." Plettenberg further adds that as things stand, Wirtz will stay at Bayer Leverkusen next season and a transfer is likely in 2025, with Bayern Munich emerging as strong contenders for his signing. Jim Ratcliffe already discussing one Man United matter. Fabrizio Romano has given an important update on one Old Trafford issue. Manchester United prospective investor Sir Jim Ratcliffe is believed to have already held internal discussions over an unresolved matter at Old Trafford, according to journalist Fabrizio Romano. Sir Jim Ratcliffe announcement draws closer. According to Sky News, Manchester United will make an official announcement in the next few days confirming that petrochemicals billionaire Ratcliffe will acquire a 25% stake in the Premier League giants in a deal mooted to be worth in the region of £1.25 billion. The report states that Ineos Sports will take 2 seats in the boardroom at Old Trafford, with their sporting operations head Sir Dave Brailsford expected to take up a position on the Red Devils Public Company Board. Ratcliffe will invest £245 million of his own money into improving the club's current infrastructure, which won't be added to their existing borrowing list. Truthfully, a culture of toxicity at the English top-flight giants and mediocrity on the pitch at Manchester United has led to a spate of underwhelming league campaigns since the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson in 2013. However,